Hello and welcome to the second day of the Digital Health Week. Today, JP, the director, and I will share exclusive insights into our development of the app, the roadmap, and how we want to spread the app and to make sexual education globally accessible for young people. Also, we will share an interview with our study leader of the University Cape Town, Dr. Karin. She will, together with her team, implement the research study. This and a lot more news you will see in our presentation. And if you are interested in more information, please just contact us via the QR code and book your time slot for a personal one-to-one Q&A session via Zoom. We are looking forward to hearing from you. Now have fun watching the presentation and hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.
I'm JP, I'm the director of Taboo Breaker Association. You know, when people ask me after 20 years of tech startup support I'm giving, what are the success factors? Those are the three ones that come to my mind. Passion, purpose, and timing. People underestimate timing, by the way. Anyway, regarding Karin, I can guarantee you she is passionate. It is either in Cape Town or in Zurich, but she is really passionate. And she has a purpose. This I always see when she's working with young adults. You can feel it. She is the right person for this. Timing? Well, for those companies, it was quite critical. For us, not that much. But the good news is that a lot of young people everywhere on the planet have a smartphone today. So you will see why that's a good news. Now, why am I giving my time to this project? And my energy is because I had a good life. Still have a good life, by the way. And in life, it's all about giving back if you can. And I think it's a great opportunity I have here to give back to this project, to give back to the young people on this planet. Let me hand over to Karin now.
Thank you very much, JP, for this introduction. I am Karin and I am the founder and initiator of Taboo Breaker. And my purpose is, as JP already mentioned, the big aim I have for young people, but also it's these numbers that actually shocked me, and I think they are completely unnecessary just due to a lack of sexual and reproductive health education. So we would like to start to give you a little update what we have achieved in the last year. So before we started to develop our app, our Loveland app, we knew that it must be based on an international technical guidance of the UNESCO guidelines. That was mandatory from day one. Also, of course, we wanted to meet the Sustainable Development Goals, especially to reach that poverty, good health and well-being, education, gender equality, and inequalities can be reduced or fostered. Yes. Our current state of the app, we have 7 islands at the moment and 3 languages, and they're not just written, they're also audio recorded, so that we can reach young people in a good way, because normally they don't really like to read, so that's why we audio recorded the app as well. But Loveland is not just an app, it's more than an app. We realized when we developed the content for the app that we cannot pack everything, like all the content or knowledge, into the game. So that's why the app just provides the most relevant knowledge, and for interested people we have a linked website where they can find more content in the shape of videos or easy comprehensible methods. Also, we have a Teach the Teacher program with our board game to also make sexual education accessible and easy for teachers or youth workers. The app is operating on both Google Play and iOS, and we are still testing it at the moment. It's in the beta testing phase, and JP will now give you a little timeline impression.
Yes, so we started all of this in spring 2019. Based on UNESCO guidelines, the concept was developed. Then we successfully got grants from Dorave and Hot Springer Foundation, including also private donors, which allowed us to get started, to look for a game design team, which we found in Loud Rabbits. And by the end of the year, we had the game design document for the MVP done. You can see it on the picture. Karin is very happy, as well as Andrew, our project leader in Cape Town. It's a 200-page document, by the way. So that makes it clear why you're so happy. And then, of course, we went on with testing. We still could test beginning of 2020 with Young Bafana in South Africa, but also in Zimbabwe. And then COVID hit, so we worked to update our website, taboobreak.org. Then we had the great pleasure to welcome Kate on our scientific advisory board. Very important to have her. And by the end of the year, we finalized the beta version with 5 islands on Google Play at that stage. In 21, at the beginning of 21, the lovelandgame.org website, which is an add-on to the app with more knowledge and content, was set up, and the content was in there, as well as the board game was redesigned to look exactly the same as the app. Wonderful work. Then we got another grant from Dorave Stiftung, which means they gave us a grant for the second time. That's always good. We appreciate it very much. Also, University of Cape Town and Oxford are interested to conduct an implementation research with us. This month, beginning of this month, we got a grant for an additional language from a well-known Swiss foundation, and by the end of the year we will still be beta testing with 7 islands and 3 languages, this time also including iOS. So, testing, that's all you.
Very important. From the beginning on of the development of our app, we started to test in a very early stage to avoid wrong design and so on. And the testing, that was quite amazing to see. A lot of people wanted to join. Actually, we invited 11 people due to COVID, and 30 people appeared, so this showed us there's a big interest in that topic. And we managed to separate them like Corona conform, and the testing was very insightful, gave us a lot of insight, and the interviews told us a lot how we have to develop the game to trigger young people's curiosity to play this learning game. These were some feedbacks which of course we appreciated very much, and made us believe that we are really on the right track with young people to make them like playing the game and using it and living a healthy sexual lifestyle. How does the app look like? We would really like to give you a little insight so that you don't have to play it. It's a short summary of the game. Let's go.
Let's roll. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's talk about the team and our partners. So, of course, the two of us, but you already know us. Let's see who else is in here. This is the Loud Rabbits team from Cape Town. And also we see Emily. She's running the social media channels for us in South Africa. Our team is a fantastic team, and maybe Karin, can you give us 2 words to describe the team?
2 words.
Just 2 words.
Okay, I think they are highly talented and extremely committed.
All right.
How about you?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's tough. No, it's very easy. You're very responsive, which makes life easier for us. And this is a delicate topic, and you have a lot of sensibility regarding the topic. And we can see that in the game, and that's what I really love about the team as well.
Definitely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Let's move on. We have the Scientific Advisory Board with Kate. You already know her. We have other people on board that are important for us to make sure the content is right. We have some business, legal, and technical support. At the beginning, Karin was very important, so we were sure that we have a good setup of the app, and at some point our 2 lawyers will be very important. That's you.
Yes. We also have some partners, like academic partners. It's the University Cape Town and University Oxford. They will implement a research study, like an implementation research study that they are currently working on. And this will, of course, give us a deep insight of how we have to further develop the app to reach as many young people as possible. Yes. And maybe we can hear some words now from the leader, like Professor Dr. Catherine Ward, who has some words to say now for us. Please.
Sexual and reproductive health education is often neglected. It's a very difficult thing to teach. People don't like teaching it. They don't like sitting in the classes. They feel very uncomfortable about it. But it's absolutely crucial, the evidence tells us, for reducing sexually transmitted infections in children, for reducing unintended pregnancies, and for keeping children safe from sexual violence. Turning sexual and reproductive health education into a game, as the Loveland app does, will take the squirm out of the education for the educators and the children. And the children are going to be learning probably without even knowing that they're learning while they're having fun. And the evidence suggests this is a really good way to do education of almost any sort. And so we're looking forward at UCT to testing the Loveland app in a randomized control trial. Randomized control trials are the gold standard of program evaluation, and will make sure that the Loveland app is doing what it sets out to do. So we're looking forward to being involved in that and to getting the results and hopefully helping it to achieve the success it deserves.
This statement of the leader of the implementation research, very important. The outlook is very important as well. You know, we must understand that the concept of the app can be extended. We can add islands, unlimited number, with each of them a topic. But then gamers typically like to have levels, so they can kind of move on in one island, in one topic, and learn more there. And also, of course, additional languages are needed if we want to be global. So this is possible with Loveland the app. And we're going to have another language. That's number 4 by the end of the year. Le français, c'est important. And now, back to you. Huh?
Thank you. Yeah, of course, not only the Loveland game has to be extended, but also our network. So at the moment, it's very exciting for us to work with the Justice Desk, which is a South African non-for-profit organization. And it's a very potential cooperation. And as you can see, we already performed some sexual and reproductive health sessions, and we will be continuing this precious work together. Also, of course, very important is that we participate at conferences. They will probably be virtual, but nevertheless a very important platform to get in touch with further networks or also to promote our app. Yes.
All right, back to me. The roadmap 22-25 is quite far away, but we need to have a vision here. But on the short term, we plan to have the market version 1.0 ready by end of Q1 22. So from now on until then, we are still testing to make sure the app works when we go to the market. Then we have to close funding in Q2 22 so we can achieve the goals. You can see here having the market version 2.0, which means more islands, more levels, more languages, of course, by the end of 22. During that time also, of course, the implementation research takes place. End of 23, the next market version 3.0, which should then be global. But most importantly, at some point, we will need to have a sustainable business model in place, meaning that the app that we do not depend on grants anymore from foundations, but that in itself we can finance the updates, the improvement of the app, and introducing it in other countries on its own. This could include, beyond buying an island or a level or a language, as you saw, having corporates advertising, having products being advertised, and also adding vouchering into the app for the young people. This will guarantee that the app can be there for a long, long time. Now we have a call for action here. We, of course, are looking for money, but also, as important, it is to get personal introductions from you to potential donators and foundations. So we would very much appreciate you contacting us for these contacts. Are we done?
I think so.
Well, I'm not sure. Remember?
Look at this.
We all remember him. We have one more thing, and I'm handing over to Karin.
That's a very special day for us, and our big thank you goes to the Dorave Foundation. We are happy to announce that our Ruby Island is ready, and this is also just possible just because of the Dorave Foundation and of course because of our great team who created and designed that island. And we give you an exclusive insight into that island now.
This looks like the entrance to the Ruby Cave.
I need to find out more about menstruation, but these sharp red crystals make me feel uncomfortable.
Looks like the entrance to the comfort cave ahead.
Wow, this looks like a comfortable place. Now let's find out how the comfort kit can help. Wow, look at this necklace. Now I understand the menstruation cycle.
This really looks cool. I like it.
Me too.
Well, thank you so much for your attention.
Yes. Thank you very much for your time.